this topic on integers, we did some order of operations. We're going to do that again today because we really just want to make sure that you understand this process of doing one bit at a time and writing your working out with the equal signs underneath each other. So same thing as yesterday, we have some questions here. So we're looking for our order of operations and we're thinking about BODMAS. Now remember that the B stands for bracket, the O, or some people use I, stands for index. We're not going to have any of those ones. We're not going to need that one anyway. We have division and multiplication next, and addition and subtraction together at the end. So first of all, we start with the B. We're looking for brackets. This first question doesn't have any brackets, so we move on. Then we're looking for division and multiplication. I have a divide sign here. So that means I want to divide 12 divided by 4. That's what I want to work out. So what I do is I leave the 6 and I leave the plus, but I work out that part that I've highlighted in yellow. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Okay, so now when I look at what is remaining over here, I have no brackets, I have no division and multiplication, but I do have one addition there to do. So I'm going to go 6 plus 3, which is equal to 9. Okay, so that's the answer to that question. Moving on to part B. We always start with the B for brackets, and this time I do have brackets, so I'm going to do this part in here first. So write everything else down. 12 divided by 2 plus 4 times by, but instead of writing that bracket down, we work out what it equals. 4 plus 6 equals 10. Okay, next step. We've got no brackets left, so we're looking for divisions and multiplication. Now there's a division here, and there's a multiplication. If you have more than one of the things happening, you start with the one on the left. So I'm going to do this one. Oh. This one first. Okay, so 12 divided by 2 is 6, and I write everything else down. Okay, now that that one's out of the way, I can now do the multiplication next. So leave the 6, leave the plus sign, work out the highlighted part. 4 times 10 is 40. Then I actually need one more equal sign here because there's one more thing left to do, which is that addition. 6 plus 40 is 46. And part C. All right, starting again from the beginning, we start with brackets. So I have brackets here. I want to do those first. Everything else I write down the same. So I have 88 divided by, let's work this out, 24 take away 13, that's going to be 11. And continuing on, we have a times by 12. Our next step after brackets is to do multiplication and division. And again, I have one of each there. So I always do the one on the left. I do that divide there first. 88 divided by 11 is 8. And then I still have the times 12 sitting there on the end. And then there is one thing left to do, which is that multiplication. So 8 times 12 is 96. Okay, so hopefully that is getting easier for you and you're practicing putting those equal signs underneath each other and just doing one step at a time, setting it out just like me. There is one more question here. It's a little bit different. In this question it says, insert one set of brackets in the appropriate place to make this statement true. So I have here 12 minus 8 divided by 4, and it says that that needs to be equal to 1. Now, does that equal 1? Let's have a look. If we use our order of operations, we would do this divide first. There's no brackets, so that the next thing to do would be that divide. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now, we're just thinking here in our heads here. So because I'm just doing thinking space, so I'm not really doing working out, I'm just going to write that there to show that's what that is equal to. Now, if I was to continue further than that, I would then go 12, take away that 2, and 12 take away 2 is 10. Okay, I need it to equal 1, okay, not 10. So that doesn't work. So instead, what I need to do is I need to put some brackets somewhere to try and make that true. Now, I want to change the order. The only way to change the order is to try and put brackets somewhere like this. It might be a bit of trial and error because there might be a few places to put it sometimes, but try putting brackets around and see what you get then. So let's have a look. 12 take away 8, that would make a 4, because we do that part first, 4, and then 4 divided by 4 would give me the answer 1, so I have put the brackets in the right place. Okay, so that's it. We're going to do some more practice on our order of operations. So in your workbook, you're going to go to exercise 2, and you're going to be doing the work from pages 7 to 9. You may not be able to do all of those questions. So pages 7 and 8, I'll just quickly bring that up over here. Pages 7 and 8 are right here. You have 3 columns. I'd like you to at least try to do column A and column C. If you have the time, you could also do column B. So that's for both page 7 and page 8. And page 9 is if you have extra time as well. So it's an optional one for those of you who would like to try it. It's a bit of a puzzle here with order operations. Okay, so optional one. But please do at least columns A and C of those first 2 pages.